Join me as I dive into some mind-blowing facts about crocodiles that might just surprise you. Did you know a crocodile has a strong enough bite to chomp through steel? Yikes! With that kind of strength, it's not hard to bite through flesh, muscle, or bone. You can find these big beasties around the tropical regions of Africa, Australia, Asia, and the Americas. These creatures are well-oiled survival machines, and that shows when you look at their lineage. From the evidence we have, it seems crocodiles have been kicking around this planet for a whopping 200 million years. That makes them older than some dinosaurs. Whilst these are certainly not an animal that should be on your top 10 most huggable animals list, that doesn't make them any less important to our planet. What has made them so long-lived? How do they hunt? These are all questions we're going to explore today on Careless Wildlife. Crocodiles are a bit of a mystery to scientists. Not only do they have unique ways of eating and hunting, but they are biological mysteries. They have survived on Earth for millions of years, but they don't even need other crocs to give birth and continue their lineage. As it turns out, the females can give birth without help from the males. This is a feat only seen in a handful of species on Earth. You might also be aware that crocodiles also really do cry. It's not because of anything emotional though. As far as we know, humans are the only ones who cry for emotional reasons. Instead, if a crocodile has been out of the water for a while, crying will lubricate their eyes. They also sometimes cry whilst eating or when making certain noises. Regardless of their emotional state though, crocodiles are well known for being good parents. They will listen to their eggs, hearing the noises of their offspring inside, and will listen for the time when the babies hatch. Once the eggs hatch, the mom will take the babies into her mouth. No, she's not eating them. This is her safest way of getting them from the nest that she's guarded for months and getting them into the water. Once they're in the water, she will spend a few months teaching them how to hunt and live as a crocodile. Speaking of being in the water, did you know crocodiles can swim at speeds of almost 20 miles an hour? Imagine being in the water when suddenly the thing you thought was a log starts swimming at the speed you can drive a car. Whilst they're in the water, they can use small pits on their face, called integumentary sensory organs, to sense the movement of fish and prey around them to find their dinner. What happens if a crocodile eats something and breaks a tooth though? No problem. The crocodile can regenerate its teeth and have been known to regenerate up to 3,000 in their lifetime. Wouldn't that be useful instead of going to the dentist every 6 months? Except crocodiles do that too. They have an agreement with the Egyptian plover, aka the crocodile bird, that the bird is allowed inside the crocodile's mouth to pick out meat from between its teeth. The bird gets a meal, and the crocodile gets free dental care. However cool crocodiles are though, we are still a threat to them. Between climate change damaging their rivers and poaching them for use in fashion items, they have a lot against them. It's entirely possible that we as a species may take out the survival machine that has been up and running for over 200 million years, especially as they are ectotherms, meaning they rely on the sun for all of their heat. If the Earth gets too hot, our next meal might be fried croc. If all of that wasn't bad enough, that's assuming that we don't take out all of their sources of food or destroy everywhere they live before the sun or poachers can get them. On to something lighter. Did you know crocs are capable of holding their breath for up to an hour? Weirdest part, they do it by reducing their heart rate to around 2 or 3 beats a minute. Now, what on earth could that be useful for? Oh yes, hunting. Being able to hold your breath and hold still for an hour is a great way to get birds to land on you so you can snap them up in your mouth. What happens if you want something bigger? Like a rhino or a shark. Yes, crocs can eat those, but those are both big animals, sometimes bigger than the crocodile itself. When that happens, it's time to break out the death roll. Now, this sounds like a high school metal band, but it's actually a way for crocodiles to catch, subdue, and then end their prey. Watch this. The crocodile grabs the prey, pulls them towards the water, and then starts rapidly spinning. The croc will suddenly stop spinning, and then it's dinner time. Why does this work though? Well, the spinning is fast enough not only to break bones, but it's fast enough to dismember the animal in its mouth. The croc does this because although their mouth is incredibly powerful and they can snap a person in half, they can't actually chew. Their jaws are designed to clamp down and hold on to prey, as opposed to opening and closing for chewing. They tend to swallow chunks of their prey and eat rocks to break it up inside them. Some of you in the audience will be thinking this sounds familiar, especially if you own chickens or birds. Some birds, who also can't chew, will swallow rocks to break up their food inside them. This is because birds and crocodiles share a common ancestor, the archosaur, and share much of that DNA. Phew, that was a whistle-stop tour through the coolest facts about the mysterious and ancient crocodile. Animals that are important to our ecosystem, that have outlived the dinosaurs, and even go to the dentist. They are both killers, survival machines, and also complex creatures we should protect both for our planet and because they're so fascinating. What did you think of this video? Let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about the killer and cool animals on our planet, check out our video on sharks. And keep an eye out. We have many more awesome videos you won't want to miss out on.